So I was marking down here, there's 11 particular dates that you must look out for when February is just around the corner. February is a very powerful month. It's a very fast-paced month, especially for manifestations coming this year. Why? Because all the twos are aligned. You've got the twos of the 2022. And so there's certain dates that may be a bit temperamental when it comes to emotions and things like that. So it's very important to not be triggered on those days and maybe avoid certain situations and circumstances to not fall into the other side of manifestation, right? And then there's certain dates that is very good for intention setting, certain dates very good for relationships or even proposals, things like that. And certain dates very good for investments. So I want to break down these 11 dates for you, which if you follow this guidance, most likely you'll be able to see the effect of it. It's very powerful because everything, and numerology, everything is already fixed. This is all destiny paths. So I want to break it all down for you in this video. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. What's up guys, namaste, this is Akarshana here, and in this video I'm going to break down for you 11 dates that you must look out for when it comes to February, which is a very fast-paced month as a general energy forecast, okay? So first of all, number one is the 1st of February. I want you to note this down, make sure it's getting to your notes, right? The 1st of February, maybe hang it up on your wall so you get this reminder, okay? Now, 1st of February, because it actually matches the new moon date, it's very, very powerful for intention setting, okay? So 1222, 2222, and even 3222, that 3-day window is open for things like setting new intentions, if you have new dreams, new goals, new projects, starting new projects, things like that, new beginning, new chapter. Anything about clearing old and stepping into the new, those dates are very good for commitment, okay? Very good for actioning. So make sure to take certain actions among some of the, maybe some of the projects or some of the manifestations you've been thinking of for a long time, but you've been putting it away and you haven't stepped into it yet. That is a very good day for that, meaning I'm not saying other days is not good to take action, but if you take action on those days, things will be sped up, okay? Then moving to the next date to look out for is the 4th, okay? So immediately after that window, on the 4th is very temperamental when it comes to emotional triggers, okay? So it's highly likely on that day. Now, some of you may listen to these things and you may be new to things like numerology and all this, and then you may look at it and think, this sounds like, what is he talking about? How could this possibly be true? Okay, you don't need to believe it. You just need to live through these moments. You can have it on your wall and just observe. Be the observer, right? That's how I learned these things at the beginning, because you can only dive deep into spirituality and understand how everything is intertwined and interconnected if your mind is open for it. If your mind is closed, obviously you will not see any of these things, okay? But why is this important to know is because that is an emotional trigger date, meaning that that trigger could get you to react to certain things. A lot of the time when we react to things, we react emotionally. And when emotions is high, intelligence is low. So we can a lot of the time make the wrong decisions, right? We've all been in that situation before, where we're so emotional about something and we get triggered and we say all the wrong things, and afterwards we're like, oh, I'm so sorry I said that, right? So what I would recommend for the 4th of February is maybe to have some more you time. How do you avoid these emotional triggers? Is be less around people who you know will trigger you, or be less around people in general, right? So if you're not outside, there's not much chance for that energy to clash with you. Okay, so have some more me time. That's a good day for that, okay? The next day to look out for is the 8th of February. Now, this is one thing that I mentioned recently in one of our Sunday Hangouts. And by the way, I just want to say, if you haven't been joining the Sunday Hangouts, maybe we'll leave some information inside the description below so you can see when the next Hangouts are or the next satsang is, where a lot of the time we actually dive deep into these forecasts, okay? But the 8th for this whole entire year is a very big number. And it's a very big number in terms of wealth and abundance. So see that as a sign. Whenever you're doing something, whenever you see opportunities that have the number 8 there, whenever you see the 8s flashing around, know that's a big sign for wealth and abundance, which is a very good, I would say, kind of like a conflicting energy number for what's happening this year, because this year, the economic crisis is due, that's been due for many years now, okay, for the last few years, because it's this 12 to 15 year cycle that always repeats itself, right? It's been repeating on this cycle for forever, for as long as we know it, right? So this is long due. While this is long due, that's why this 8 is a very powerful number for you guys, because it's kind of like the yin and the yang. It's kind of like the up and the down, the black and the white, because you've got on one hand this the wealth and abundance that can be affected this year with the crash, and then you've got 8, which is pulling you towards more abundance. So this is where opportunity happens, okay? And so look out for that number. Now, with that in mind, the 8th of February with the 8222 is very good for taking opportunities when it comes to career, your career path, wealth, and abundance. So anything that is related to that, ideas flowing with regards to new career paths, then follow that intuition and step into it, right? The main key thing here is not just to feel intuition. Like, you can say you're very intuitive, but some people, they're very intuitive, but they never take action upon anything. And in physical reality, if you want results, it's very important to action upon these things. So make sure, mark that date down. 8th is very good if there's anything career-wise, job-wise, business-wise, investment-wise. It's a very good day for that, okay? Just one other side note I'd like to make as well. Because February is a very fast-paced month, emotions are always involved in these dates, right? And so make sure when you're taking investments and things, anything to do with wealth, that it's not an emotional investment, right? Investment requires understanding of money management, understanding of how to distribute, understanding due diligence you need to do, for investments. So find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach, and get some guidance around that. This is the whole window here, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. A whole 5-day window is the same window as the full moon window, okay? This is a highly, highly emotional, triggering 5 days. It's a highly, highly temperamental, could potentially create some chaos in those days. So in those days, what I recommend for everybody is to do certain things with, let's say, for example, if you have crystals, put your crystals out for recharging. Okay, it'll cleanse the old energies, the not so good energies. Certain crystals that is very good for you this year is things like rose quartz is very good, because that will enhance, especially those of you wanting to manifest love and relationship, it will enhance that love vibration for you. Citrine is very good for wealth and abundance. Having the combination of these two is a very nice balance in your life as well. So these things will help protect a little bit of your energies through these times as well. This 5-day window from the 14th to the 18th of February is very temperamental. So what I recommend for you guys is, number one, if you ever feel emotional triggers, then practice breath work. Do more breath work in the mornings, do more breath work throughout the day, do more breath work even in the evening. Just keep your mind calm. Social media, a lot of the time, will create a lot of the triggers as well, and a lot of the connections can happen there, and a lot of disturbance, and a lot of information or even misinformation, and then we're consuming it all. Therefore, we become it and we manifest it. So try to avoid certain things like that. Certain other protocols you can do is things like salt baths, Himalayan salt bath. Get yourself in that salt bath for those days. Relax a little bit. Stay away from the news and all the gossip and things like that. In general, you should stay away from gossip anyway. You should not be the person gossiping, right? Focus on your personal practices. Do some Y4M maybe, yoga for manifestation. Those of you who haven't downloaded the app, make sure to download the app. It's free for everybody to download, and all the yoga for manifestation sequences and meditations. All of it is inside there. So do more of your personal practices during those days and protect your energies a little bit. Do plenty of breath work. Okay, so that's that window there to look out for. Right. If you guys have any other questions around these dates, you can put it inside the comments below, and maybe we can ask Polina. We can answer them in the Ask Master Anything sessions on the Wednesdays when we post it. Okay. Then the final 2 dates to look out for is my favorite dates. The 2nd of February is a very powerful date. Obviously, is the 2222. That is actually the launch happening very soon. Of our Super Creators NFT project. So those of you who have not joined the Discord, I'll put the link inside the description. Make sure to join it and also follow the Twitter as well. If you guys have Twitter, if you don't, then get Twitter, because it's a big moment for our community to get a big opportunity to have some abundance this year. Okay, so please join that and observe what's happening in that space. So that's happening on 2222. Then the next one is the 22222. It's a very fast date. So the 22nd and the 28th, these are the final 2 dates I'd like you to look out for in February. And these 2 dates kind of go hand in hand, very fast paced, very good for intention setting, very good for taking action. Although, please, when you take action on any dates, throughout the whole of February, also protect the downside, right? Minimize risk, because everything's fast-paced. When things can go up very fast, they can also come down very fast as well. So understand that in general, energy is moving very fast in February. So take precautions, but allow yourself to follow your intuition and take those action steps as well, but maybe with some guidance of some coaches or some mentors. That will always help, because then at least you know you're not going in the wrong direction. Okay, 22222 and 28222, 22nd and 28th are the final dates I wanted to share today. Very powerful, very fast-paced, very good for things like 22nd is very good for commitment for relationships, actually, right? Even proposals, things like that is very good. Everything takes a quantum leap. Your love, everything will blossom. Getting into new relationships, everything will blossom very quickly. The relationship will build very quickly. And then moving into the final date, the 28th, is again, with that number 8 there, is a very big abundance state. Okay, so things like investments is a very good time. Starting new projects is a very good time on the 28th. So they are the 11 dates I wanted to share with you guys for February to look out for. Make sure to mark it all in the calendar, stick it on your wall. And while you go through those dates and you're feeling the energies and the energy shifts, do come back. Let us know inside the comments. How did you feel it, right? How did you observe it? How did you avoid the triggers from happening, right? Because when you share your success stories here, how did you use it? How did you leverage? How did you work with the universal energies? Because when you put that inside the comments, it always helps other people who are new to this type of energy work to understand it a little bit better and to build their belief system so that they can actually use it for their manifestations in future. So if you've liked this video or you got anything out of it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, allow this message to reach out to more people out there. Also comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to make you accountable, to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Namaste. Ciao.